Soothing sounds of Raul, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to another episode of RA 697. Today we have episode 5 of Better Call Saul season 6, the final season. This is just dragging. Stay tuned.
Werner Ziegler.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know that you have rights? The Constitution says you do, and so do I. I believe that until proven guilty, every man, woman, and child in this country is innocent. And that's why I fight for you, Albuquerque!
Werner Ziegler. I like the way Lalo says it. The actor, anyway. We finally see Lalo, but not the way I expected. It's like they're playing it low key with him, being like a 007, Lalo Bond. And we find out that he's in Germany, trying to find that proof to show to the cartel. Proof that he's trying to run his own operation. Him remembering that northwest wall or whatever, southwest wall, whatever it was. And then we see him with Ziegler's wife, and it's like, oh no, like, are you gonna kill her? Are you gonna score with her? Like, that's not cool. And he doesn't look like the usual Lalo. I don't know if this is around the time he was doing that show Arrow on Disney Plus, because he has a same hairstyle, and it's not usually gelled up like he usually has it on the show. But anyways, I'm skipping ahead. This episode is just like a setup. Like, I'm sorry, Peter Gould, but Ozark's got you beat. Usually there's episodes like this in each season where usually like the first half starts to drag, and then we get a full rush at the end of excitement and plot twists. And then towards the end of the season, it starts to ramp up and gets us hype. And that's the only thing I don't like about this show. These last 2 episodes are dragging. I guess I should be grateful for the way it started with Nacho's story. And it's sad to hear that there's gonna be a break. I don't know why they're doing this, just to like prolong it and maintain the hype. But my experience with Ozark, after watching the first half of the last season, like after waiting, I lost my excitement and it was kind of hard to get back into that mode. So I personally don't like it, and it's sad that they're gonna do the same with Better Call Saul. I think they're gonna stop at episode 7, and I don't know, maybe have us wait a month or 2 for the remaining episodes. I did hear a rumor that Jesse and Walter are coming back, and I wonder if they're gonna leave that as a cliffhanger for the first half, but then it will make more sense for them to appear in the Gene story as a flashback, because Saul doesn't meet Walter and Jesse during this time. But who knows, it could be like in season 3 where you saw a flash forward to Saul when he's panicking and is, you know, telling Francesca at this date and that time, call so and so. So maybe it could be one of those. I don't know. But yeah, in regards to this episode, again, it was just kind of like a drag, no excitement. It's just seeing the setup. We do get this Easter egg of how Jimmy uses in his commercial that, he'll fight for you by going on the ring with Howard, and him trying to mask his black eye, but Kim saying, no, use that, let your customers see that and let them know that you'll fight for them. And then of course we see Saul's office that we see in Breaking Bad with the toilet still there, and him officially hiring Francesca, and we see the start of him bribing her, which is the Francesca we know from Breaking Bad. Honestly, the Howard thing should have ended with Chuck died. I feel like they need to linger on these characters they created and like find an ending for them as well for us to have a closure. But honestly, I don't think Howard needs that. I was happy to see that they integrated Mike and Gus in this episode, kind of like how they did in the last one, where it added some excitement after the dull waiting game of Saul and Kim's scheme with Howard. The interesting thing is that Howard got a private investigator, and seeing that Mike already has guys watching Saul and Kim, I wonder if that's gonna conflict and maybe get that private investigator to involve the authorities or maybe get himself killed. But Kim is too smart for that she probably already saw this coming, and this private investigator, for all we know, is actually working for Kim. I just thought I'd keep it short and sweet. It's just another episode where we're just waiting for the punchline. This is just a setup. With Gustavo Fring, I've never seen him like this paranoid. I guess because he likes to be in control and it's just feeling anxious, like he just wants to know if Lalo's gonna make his move, make it now, like what's taking so long. And for whatever reason, Gus has this weird feeling that maybe Lalo is hiding in the meth lab, but then Mike assures him there's no way he can be there. He starts doing something with the light connector and I think he hit his gun in that tractor, which leads me to believe we're gonna come back to this point, that this is gonna be where him and Lalo face off, and he's planting the gun there as a backup to surprise and have the upper hand. And going back to Lalo, the proof that he found was this tool that Ziegler used, but I don't know how that's gonna prove that Gus is building his own operation. So I'm interested to see that. I did see the engraving translated to the boys, which refers to Ziegler's men, which then leads me, Lalo's gonna investigate and backtrack for him to lead him to the boys and maybe get them to talk and spill the beans. Now that's interesting, and not this Kim and Saul scheme. So far, I gotta say, the only thing I've enjoyed from Saul's story is that first season where we find out that it was Chuck all along, not allowing Jimmy to work at HHM. That was a great twist. In the future seasons, the only thing that I like moving forward with Saul was just his interaction with Mike. I wish the Saul story was more interesting instead of this game that he's playing along with Kim, but it's too soon to tell. Maybe it'll lead to something good at the end. And that's all I got. As always, let me know below in the comments your ideas and your thoughts, and remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.